227th session. Vinayaka namastubhyam satatam modaka priya nirvighnam kuru no deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambham karishyamaha siddhir bhavatu no sada gurur brahma gurur vishnu gurur devo maheshwaraha guru sakshat param brahma tasmai shri gurave namaha. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulям Rama Nama Varanane Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayah Pataye Namaha Sriraghavam Dasharathatmajamaprameyam Sitapatim Raghukulan Vairatnadipam Ajanubahum Aravinda Dalayataaksham Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami Sri Raghurama Charu Tulasi Daladhama Shamakshama Shrangara Gunabhirama Trijagannuta Shaurya Ramalalama Durvaru Kabandha Rakshasa Virama Jagajjana Kalmasharnavottarakanama Bhadragiri Dasarathi Karunapayonidhi Anjaneyamati Kanchanadrikamaneyya Vigraham Parijata Tarumulavasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Krutamastakанjalim Bashpavari Paripurnalocanam Marutim Namatarakshasantakam Buddhir Balam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvamarogata Ajadyam Vakpatutvancha Hanumatsmaranad Bhavet Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam. Adhyatana Panchangam, June 7th. Vishwavasanama Samvatsare Uttarayane Vasantartau Jyeshtamase Shuklapakshe Dvadashi Titihi till 9:47 p.m. followed by Trayodashi. Sthiravasaraha Swati Nakshatram till 4 or 3:12 a.m. followed by Vishakha Nakshatram. Parigha Yogaha till 2:48 a.m. followed by Shiva Yogaha. Mistypo here, not C, she. Bhavakaranam till 8:33 followed by Balavakaranam, coinciding with the ending of Dvadashi Tithi till 9:47 followed by Kaulavakaranam. Sarvebhyaha Suprabhatam. So last time we were doing Shayyanuvikshanam. Along with Bharata, we were also watching that Shayya, which is like maintained like a museum. Every bit in it is preserved by Guha, and so Bharata on our behalf could see it, and Valmiki for us is able to narrate it. The little bit of golden bits of Sita's sari, her Uttariyam, Kausheya Uttariyam's bits of Tantavaha, bits of threads here and there, small stuck with the grass, and the very mold of Rama's body shape. So a great vision is what we were seeing. Uttariyam ihasaktam suvyaktam sitaya tada tatha hyete prakashante saktaha kausheya tantavaha. I think that's where we stopped last time. We'll continue from there. Manye bhartu sukha shayya.
Manye bhartu sukha shayya.
Yena bala tapasvini.
Yena bala tapasvini.
Sukumari sati dukkham.
Sukumari sati dukkham.
Navijanati maithili.
Navijanati maithili.
So Bharata is further thinking, Ayyo, Bala, that Sita, young Sita, tapasvini at the same time, because unless you are a tapasvi, you cannot dare to go so young to unknown places, that to a princely lady, going to forest, unknown places, just with your husband. It requires a lot of tapas shakti. So tapasvini, Bala, Sukumari, of course, she's a royal lady, so she's never used to any discomforts. So very Sukumari, delicate for a lady. Sati, who is a wife devoted to her husband. Dukkham na vijanat, Maithili, that Sita, who is Bala, Tapaswini, Sukumari, Sati. Dukkham na vijanati, she could not probably feel any pain. Why? Because manye bhartuhu shayya sukha. All she believed is, if my husband is able to sleep on this bed and if he is comfortable, then it is comfortable for me also. That's all. Bhartuhu shayya sukha manye. Whatever is her husband's bed, that is the best for her. It doesn't matter whether it is physically discomfortable or not, uncomfortable or not. If it is her husband's bed, that is the best bed for her. That's how she might have felt, and so no complaints. And after all of this, Are, he's thinking, Ha hantasmin shamsoham.
हन्तास्मिन् ऋषोऽहं सोऽहम्
Yat sabharyah kruto krite mama.
यः स भार्यः कृते मम
Idrushim raghavasyayyam.
ईदृशीं राघवशय्याम्
Adhishete hyanathavat.
यधिष्येते ह्यनाथवत्.
So, ayyo, ha, hantasmi. Our typical South Indian one is ayyo, ayyo, Rama. Like that, right? Hare, Aishapat. Something like that we say, right? Ha, hantasmi. Nrushamsoham. How cruel I am. Yat, why? Because sabharyaha mama krite idrushim shayyam. It is because of me, along with his wife, my brother Rama, is put into this kind of a, what is so-called bed. What is this? Is this bed? How cruel I am that my brother had to undergo all this pain only because of me. If I were not there, my mother would not have asked for this boon, probably. Only because I was a son, she asked for this, Rajyam, and to send Rama away. And because of me, Rama had to undergo this discomfort. What a cruel guy I am. I could have been. What a cruel guy should I have been? That Raghavaha idrushim shayyam anathavat, like an orphan, like nobody is there to give him comforts. Is he an orphan? Anathavat adhishete. He slept over this bed like a poor orphan without any comfort. So much he is feeling guilty. Sarvabhauma kule jataha.
सार्वभौम कुले जातः
Sarvalokasya sammataha.
सर्वलोकस्य सम्मतः
Sarvalokapriyastyakva.
सर्वलोकप्रिय तत्वा
Rajyam sukham anuttamam.
राज्यं सुखम् अनुत्तमम्
Katham indivarashyamo.
कथम् इन्दिवर्षामो
Raktakshah priyadarshanaha.
रक्ताक्षः प्रियदर्शनः
Sukhabhagi cha dukkharha.
सुखभागी च दुःखार्हः
Shayito bhuvi raghavaha.
शयितो भुवि राघवः.
Those question mark exclamations also we have to put. Katham indivarashyamo shayito bhuvi raghavaha. If you just read it as Katham indivarashyamo raktaksha priyadarshanaha sukhabhagi cha dukkharha shayito bhuvi raghavaha. If you just keep reading like a shloka, we never understand the feeling there, the emotion there. So it's an emotion he's thinking. Katham sarvaloka sarvabhauma kule jataha sarvalokasya sammataha sarvalokapriyaha raktakshaha indivarashyamaha priyadarshanaha sukhabhagi cha raghavaha sukham anuttamam rajyam tyaktva dukkharha shayitaha bhuvi. is how did that great Rama, who is Sarvabhauma Kule Jataha, who is born in the family of the emperors of the world, of in fact all worlds. Even Indra also seeks their help. So they are emperor of all worlds. In such emperor family born prince, there could be some useless fellows also born in a emperor family. But if he is useless, then he is not appreciated by the world. He is himself capable. Sarvalokasya sammataha, approved by all those worlds. Not only is he born in the family of emperors, but he is also appreciated and accepted by all the worlds. Sarvalokasya sammataha. Not only is he accepted out of fear, out of terror, Sarvaloka Priyaha. He is also beloved of all the worlds, not accepted by fear or obligation. He is accepted out of love. Sarvaloka Priyaha. Indivara, why? Because he is Indivara Shyamaha, that black beauty. His Indivara Shyama is dark, that too like Indivara, like a dark lotus, the deep inside. In fact, if we study Kanakadhara Stotram, there he explains the color of her eyes by saying of a dark lotus at the bottom, deep bottom of that lotus, that dark, shiny darkness, if you can see the petals at the bottom of the such flowers. Even in our, what is called as mandaram. Mandaram is, what is that flower?
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. An equivalent of that, if we see hibiscus, which is available everywhere, toward the end of the petal, it will be light color. As it goes inside, deep inside to the bottom, to the bud, that is where you will see the dark, shiny darkness. I have seen it. And so then I think, aha, this is what Shankaracharya saw and is able to describe of Lakshmi Devi's colors in Kanakadhara Stotram. Similarly, Indivara Shyamaha, that black beauty kind of darkness, that shiny black beauty of Rama, such black beauty, and hence he is beloved. At the same time, Raktakshaha, red eyes, what means is a beautiful contrast between his dark body, face, and the eyes, bright eyes. Raktakshaha, and so Priyadarshanaha, pleasant looking Rama. Sukhabhagi, who is supposed to be part of comforts always, who was always part and parcel of a comfortable life. Such Raghavaha, Katham Dukkharhaha Shayitaha. How did he sleep on this bed, which is Dukkha Arhaha? Who is eligible to sleep on such bed? Only those who are punished or who are poor, who cannot afford a bed, only can sleep on such grass. Ayyo, what a pity, or how cruel I am that I made my great brother, beloved for worlds, beautiful one, smart one, handsome one, sleep on this bed. Oh no, he's feeling guilty. Dhanyah kalu mahabhago.
Go ahead.
Dhanyah kalu mahabhago.
Lakshmana shubha
Lakshmana shubha lakshmanaha.
Shubha
lakshanaha. Sorry.
So he gives a nice rhyming there.
Yeah.
Lakshmanaha shubha lakshanaha. Bhrataram vishame kale.
Bhrataram vishame kale.
Yo Rama manuvartate.
Yo Rama manuvartate.
Arre. Dhanyah kalu mahabhagaha Lakshmanaha. How isn't Lakshmana great? How lucky he is, how fortunate he is, how blessed he is. Dhanyah kalu. Kalu means, isn't it? How lucky is Lakshmana, isn't it? Because he is Shubha Lakshana. That Lakshmana is always of auspicious qualities. Shubha Lakshana. Mahabhagaha. He must be the most fortunate one, because Vishame Kale, in those dire straits, in those bad times, Yaha Bhrataram Ramam Anuvartate. Because in those dire straits also, this auspicious, charactered, most fortunate Lakshmana could follow Rama. Ramam Anuvartate. He could follow Rama. He could be by the side of Rama and be helpful to Rama. How lucky he is. And here, there, I went to, that Gandharam, and I was enjoying their Kaikeyi Rajya. Cha, what is this? He was thinking. Siddhartha kalu Vaidehi.
Siddhartha kalu Vaidehi.
Patim Yanugata Vanam.
Patim Yanugata Vanam.
Vayam Samshayita Sarve.
Vayam Samshayita Sarve.
Hinastena Mahatmana.
Hinastena Mahatmana.
So not only is Lakshmana grateful, he is blessed. Siddhartha kalu Vaidehi. Vaidehi also is an accomplished one. Why? Because she has proven Pativrata Lakshanam. So Siddhartha, purpose accomplished. So accomplished. Siddhartha kalu Vaidehi. Isn't Vaidehi also an accomplished lady? Why? Because Patim Vanam Anugata. She is accomplished because she has followed her husband to the forests also. Forest meaning, for a princely lady especially, it is unimaginable. Nobody can imagine going to forests. Other than when you are, of course, in Vanaprastham, they anyway want to give up everything and take the pain and slowly dry the body so that they can leave the body. So there it is acceptable. But for a young lady in her youth, Yavvane Vishayeshinam. So those who have to enjoy the material benefits in their youthful age, such one, if she has followed her husband to Vanam, Siddhartha Khalu. Because of these three people, or because of those three people having gone through these discomforts, Vayam Samshayitaha, Vayam Sarve Samshayita. All of us will become suspicious. We all have become now suspicious for the world because these three were put to trouble. Hinaha, we are all looked so down upon by the world. Vayam Sarve Hinaha Samshayitaha, looked like worms. Hinaha Tena Mahatmana. By that great, because of that great Rama, we all will be looked down upon by the world. And not only us three, now what happens to rest of Ayodhya and the world? He is further imagining that. Akarnadhara Prithivi
अकर्णधारा पृथिवी
Shunyeva Pratibhatima
शून्येव प्रतिभाति मां
Gate Dasharathe Swargam
गते दशरथे स्वर्गम
Rame
रामे चारण्यमाश्रिते
Charanyamashkriti.
रामे चारण्यमाश्रिते.
So he already quoted this before, but he's quoting it one more time. Prithvi Shunya Eva, this earth has become Shunya, has become empty. Empty as in not filled by any positivity. It has lost all its positivity. So it has become Shunya, vacuum. Prithvi Shunya Eva, Iva Pratibhatima. I feel like the earth is just empty, without any solid, purpose in it. How is it? Akarnadhara iva. Karnadhara is one who rows the boat, the captain of the boat. Akarnadhara, without a captain. The earth today is like without a captain. Like a boat without a captain, so is the earth today. Gate Dasharathe Swargam Ramecha Aranyam Ashrite. In the demise of Dasharatha to Swarga and Rama to forest, this whole earth is now like without a captain, like a boat without, like a ship without a captain. It is just going without any direction, without any control, without any proper destiny. Nacha prarthayate kachit.
न च प्रार्थयते कश्चित्
Kachit.
कच्चित्
Manasapi vasundharam.
मनसापि वसुन्धराम्
Vanepi vasatastasya.
मनेऽपि वसतस्तस्य
Bahu viryabhirakshitam.
बाहुवीर्याभिरक्षिताम्.
Let's say the next one also. Shunya samvarana raksham.
शून्यसंवरणा रक्षाम्.
Ayantrita hayadvipam.
अयन्त्रितहयद्विपाम्.
Apavrita puradvaram.
अपावृतपुरद्वाराम्.
Rajadhanim arakshitam.
राजधानीमरक्षिताम्.
Aprahrushta balam shunyam.
अप्रहृष्टबलां शून्याम्.
Vishamastham Vishamastham anavritam.
विषमस्थामनावृताम्.
Shatravo nabhimanyante.
शत्रवो नाभिमन्यन्ते.
Bhakshyan iva. Bhakshyan vishakrutaniva.
भक्षान् विषकृतानिव.
So in 3 shlokas he is saying, Arey, what state has Ayodhya fallen into? I have never asked. Nacha prarthayate kachit. I have never wished for it. Prarthana is actually asking. Asking means I never even dreamed of it. I never asked for it. Who imagined that, all this will happen? I never thought. I went for vacation to my grandfather's place and all this happened. Nacha prarthayate kachit. Manasa api vasundharam. I have never asked for this world, for this earth. Vasundharam manasa api kachit na prarthayate. And vane api vasatah tasya. Even though he is living in forest, he is going to live in forest, he is living in forest. Vasatah tasya bahu viryabhirakshitam. He is saying, his belief is even though Rama is in forest, this Ayodhya will still be protected by his power only. Only Rama can protect it, nobody else. So wherever he is, it will be protected by him. Vane api vasatah tasya bahu viryabhirakshitam. Bahuviryam, by the power of his hands, by the power of his shoulders, hands, it will be this Ayodhya is Rakshitam, Vasundhara is Rakshitam. Shunya Samvarana Raksham. It has, as we said even before, he said, right, it seems empty, he said, right. Similarly, Shunya Samvarana, the whole space of the earth is empty, meaning no life in it. Shunya Samvarana Raksham. And so, what is happening? Ayantrita Hayadvipam. Haya is horses, Dvipa is elephants. Ayantrita, uncontrolled, Aniyamita. Yantra is actually, engine is to control. You design it to run this way, is yantra. You ayantrita, uncontrolled, unintentionally uncontrolled. Ayantrita hayadvipam, the horses and elephants and other forces are uncontrolled. There is no leader for them. Apavrita puradvaram, the gates, puradvara, the gates of Ayodhya city. Apavrita, it is, they are sort of opened. Avritam is covered, apavritam, uncovered. Gates are uncovered, that means unguarded, or there is no interest or no purpose that anybody is able to feel. And so I say, city will just move on but not live. Apavrata Puradvaram Rajadhanim Arakshitam. This capital which is unguarded, Arakshitam, unprotected. Aprahrushta Balam. Even the forces, that means army, etc., for which first only he took higher Dvipa, and now Bala. Bala is the army, infantry, etc. Aprahrushta, not delighted, undelighted army. That means okay, oh, you want to fight, okay, I put the sword here, I put like this, but not with that zeal to fight and protect. Okay, I will work. When is my salary coming? All right. That kind of unmotivated, undelighted army. Shunyam, the whole Rajdhani is empty. Empty as in not physically empty, but spirit, there is no spirit, so it is empty. Vishamastham anavritam, Vishamastham, situated, stha is situated, located. Stham, Vishamastham, located in very difficult times. Vishame Kale, that means very bad times, located in bad times. Anavritam, unprotected or unsurrounded. Such capital, such city, Shatravaha na abhimanyante. Even normally, if there is no solid king, then enemies want to immediately invade and take over. But Bharata is saying the capital is so lifeless and spiritless and no beauty in it, no heart in it, that Shatravaha na abhimanyante. Even enemies don't want to take it over now. Even they don't want this Ayodhya, we don't want it here. There is no life in it. What's the point? We don't want just geography. We want a living state, living kingdom, so that we will take over. Then we can say proudly that yes, we have taken it over. In a way, it's an emotional thing that Bharata is expressing. And even enemies don't want this Ayodhya if Rama himself is not there. So Shatravaha na abhimanyante. How would they see this Ayodhya now? Bhakshyan Vishakrutan iva. Let's say if laddus, rasgullas, all sweets, all puran polis, kalakand. I'm trying to think all the best that I do. Chum-chums, all the sweets that I love. If all of them are on the table, first thing I see there, I want to eat it. But I know that they're all poisoned. If they're all in front of me, if all of them are poisoned, even though I like it, will I eat it? No, oh my God, I don't want it. Right? We will not even think of eating it the moment it is poisoned. Vishakrutan bhakshyan iva shatravaha na abhimanyante. Even enemies don't even desire to have this Ayodhya, just as if they would not want a poisoned food. So also they don't want this Ayodhya because it is poisoned now. That means there is no life in it. If you eat, if you enjoy it, you will also die. So better not take it. Such a verse, so worse is Ayodhya seeming to be now without Dasharatha and Rama. And so what do I do? To bring back glory to Ayodhya, what can I do? Param Vaibhavam Netumetat Swarashtram is the Prarthana, one of the most famous line of Prarthana, Sangha Prarthana. So Param Vaibhavam Netumetat Swarashtram. Similarly, Bharata also is now taking that, is making the Prarthana. How will I take this to Param Vaibhavam? It is through this promise that this vow he is going to make now. Adya Prabhuti Bhumautu
Adya Prabhuti Bhumautu
Shayishyeham Truneshu Va
Chaishyeham Truneshu Va
Phala Moolashano Nityam
Phala Moolashano Nityam
Jata Chirani
Jata
Dharayan
Chirani
Dharayan
Dharayan
Tasyarthamuttaram Kalam
Sasyarthamuttaram Kalam
Nivatsyami Sukham Vane.
Nivasyami Sukham Vane.
So Adya Prabhuti, today onwards, Prabhuti means from now onwards. Adya Prabhuti, from today onwards. Tu, indeed, from today onwards, from today, tu, I don't know how will we say it in English. Aaj se to in Hindi. ఇవాళ నుంచి అయితే అద్య ప్రభృతి భూమౌ తు సయిష్యేహం ఐ షల్ స్లీప్ భూమౌ on the ground. I'll sleep on the floor, on the ground itself. Truneshu va, or if there is no mud there, there is only grass, I'll sleep on the grass. But no more beds for me. And what shall I eat? Phala moola ashanaha, fruits and roots. Phala moola ashanaha, by consuming only fruits and roots. No more dal, sambar, all the great dishes. No. Just phalamoola ashinaha. Nityam jata chirani dharayan. Always keeping my jata, no more beautiful dressed shampooed hair every day, but jata, just a tight matlock there. Jata chirani, and clothes also, no Van Heusen dresses, just khadi. Jata chirani dharayan, by wearing continuous tense, by wearing such dresses. Tasya artham uttaram kalam, for the sake of Rama, and for my wish to have Rama, for my wish for Ayodhya to get back that glory of Rama. Tasyartham uttaram kalam vane sukham nivatsyami. I shall live in this forest very happily. Just as Rama has decided to live happily, I shall live happily in this forest. But what should happen? How will I live happily? Only if the next part happens, which is tam pratishravam amuchya
tam pratishravam amuchya
nasya mithya bhavishyati
nasya mithya bhavishyati
vasantam bhraturarthaya
vasantam bhratu arthaya
shatrugno manuvatsyati
shatrugno manuvatsyati
lakshmanena sahatvaryo
lakshmanena sahatvaryo
ayodhyam palayishyati.
ayodhyam palayashyati.
So that is my vow. How will I bring back glory to Ayodhya? By tam pratishravam, whatever promise Rama made, tam pratishravam amuchya, muchyate, muchya means by releasing, amuchya, by releasing him completely of the promise that Rama made, that Dasharatha made for Rama. By replacing, by exchanging Rama and Lakshmana back to Ayodhya. Tam pratishravam amuchya bhraturarthaya vasantam, for the sake of my brother Rama, I will be living in the forest, and me, Shatrugnaha mam anuvatsyati, Shatrughna will follow me, will also live along with me in the forest, and in exchange Lakshmanena sahatu aryaha ayodhyam palayishyati. Along with Lakshmana, the noble Rama shall rule from Ayodhya. Simple, just a simple exchange. Rama and Lakshmana, I will send them back to Ayodhya, but the promise has to be done that those two sons have to live in forest. No problem. Bharata and Shatrughna, we too will live in the forest. Then na asya mithya bhavishyati, That promise, tam pratishravam amuchya mithyana bhavishyati. It shall not go false. It shall not go unfulfilled. Two sons had to go. No problem. Instead of Rama and Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrughna will be in the forest. Rama and Lakshmana will be in the Ayodhya. Promise is not unfulfilled. Legally correct, contractually correct. Kind of a, it will not go false. Na mithya bhavishyati. And then what happens? Abhishekshanti kakutstam.
अभिषेक्षन्ति काकुत्सम्
Ayodhyayam dvijatayah.
अयोध्यायां विजातयः
Api me devatah kuryuhu.
अपि मे देवताः कुर्युः
Imam satyam manoratham.
इमं सत्यं मनोरथम्.
And then once Rama and Lakshmana go back, then Dvijatayaha Ayodhyayam Kakutsam Abhishekshyanti. As soon as they see Rama returned back to Ayodhya, Dvijatayaha, all the learned, educated scholars there, they will immediately do Abhisheka for Rama, Kakutstha. Api me devataha me manoratham devataha satyam kuryuhu. Imam manoratham devataha satyam kuryuhu. Oh, I really so wish that gods shall make this desire, this wish of my heart fulfilled. May manoratham, my desire, my heart's wish. May manoratham devataha api, gods also shall satyam imam satyam kuryuhu. So shall they make it truth, or so shall they make it fulfilled, realized. Hope my dream will be realized by God's blessings, that they will make it happen. Prasadyamana
प्रसाद्यमान
shirasa maya swayam
शिरसा मया स्वयं
bahu prakaram
बहुप्रकारं
yadina bhipatsiyate
यदि नाभ्यपश्यते
tato nuvatsyami
ततो नवत्स्यामि
chiraya raghavam
चिराय राघवं
vane charannarhati
वने चरन्नहाति
mamupekshitam.
मामुपेक्षितं.
So, prasadyamanaha is thus being pleaded by me, begged by me. Prasadyamanaha shirasa, with my head bowed. Rama being pleaded, requested by me. Swayam, directly by me. Bahuprakaram, by several ways. Yadi na abhipatsiyate, if that prayer is not fulfilled, tataha anuvatsyami, then I will also stay with him. No worries. Anyway, my idea is to exchange. If Rama doesn't go back, what do? I anyway have decided to stay. Tataha anuvatsyami chiraya, forever. Raghavam. I shall stay here, stay along with Rama. Raghavam, chiraya, anuvatsyami, vatsyami, I shall live. Anuvatsyami, live following Rama. Chiraya, forever. Vane, in the forest. Charan, by wandering, by living, moving in the forest. Mam upekshitum narhati. Then, if I also stay for so long, wandering like a nomad in this forest, Mam upekshitum na arhati. I don't think Rama will then be able to upekshitum, what is the word in English? He won't be able to accept it, or he won't be happy watching me like that. Upeksha is apeksha is expectation. Upeksha will be what? Upekshitum na arhati. He won't be able to see it.
Tolerate won't be able to tolerate it.
Tolerate is a slightly, similar to tolerate. He won't be able to accept it. Ayyo Bharata, what? You are taking trouble for my sake. All right, I will go. Will Rama say that? No. But he is thinking, Rama is like my mother, his brother, he is my father. Will father be happy If his son is in the forest, no, he will try to fulfill. What do you want, beta? And fulfill his desire. And so, in order to fulfill my desire, he will go back to Ayodhya, and so then I will be happy. Worlds will be happy. So that's how Bharata is contemplating his plan, his wish, his action, plan of action. Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane
श्रीमद् रामायणे
वाल्मीकिये
वाल्मीकि
आदिकाव्ये
आदिकाव्ये
अयोध्याकाण्डे
अयोध्याकाण्डे
अष्टाशीतितमः सर्गः
अष्टाशीतितमः सर्गः
अथ नवाशीतितमः सर्गः
अतः नवाशीष
गंगातरणम.
गंगातरणम.
So in the previous sarga was Shayyanuvekshanam, observing that Shayya, which is almost a museum now. It was kept like in a museum piece. Now, all right, all the vow, plan, how will I beg, what will I beg, what is the condition I will put, or not condition, what is the threat, blackmail that I will put to Rama. Oh, if you don't return Rama, I will also stay here forever. Will you be happy? That blackmail, emotional blackmail, all of that is prepared in his mind. So now, Pushya Ratrim tu Tatre, Ushya Ratrim tu Tatraiva,
पुष्य रात्रिम तु तत्रैव
Ganga Kule Saraghavah,
गंगा कूले सरागवः
Bharata Kalyamuttaya,
भरतः कालमुत्थाय
Shatrugnamidam Abravit.
शत्रुघ्नमिदमब्रवीत्
Ratrim tu Tatraiva Ushya. That night, having stayed there, spent there, Ganga Kule, in the coast, in the shores of Ganga, Saraghavaha, that Raghava, Bharataha, Kalyam Utthaya, Kalyam in the morning, in the early morning, in the right time. Kalyam means in the time, appropriate time, which is morning time. Utthaya, by getting up early in the morning. Shatrughnam idam abravit. He woke up and he spoke this to Shatrughna.
Is that a typo? Pushya or Ushya?
It should be Ushya. I think it is a typo.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
That's why Pushya Ratrim immediately corrected.
Yeah.
No.
But you spoke correctly here, but I thought it must be some kind of typo.
Yeah, it's a typo.
Nakshatra.
Shatrughnottishta kim seshe
शत्रुघ्नोत्तिष्ठ किं शेषे
Nishadhadipatim guham
निषादाधिपतिं गुहं
Shighramanaya bhadram te
शीघ्रमानाय भद्रं ते
Tarayishyati vahinim.
तार्यशति वाहिनीम्.
So he's saying this to Shatrughna. Shatrughna, Uttishta. Oh, get up, Shatrughna. Kim seshe? Are you still sleeping? What? How are you able to sleep? Get up. Nishadadipatim guham shighram anaya. Go bring the leader of the tribes, Guha. Bhadram te, all the best to you. Why? Because he only can help us. Vahinim tarayishyati. He only can help us, this whole fleet, this whole army that we came with thousands of us to cross this Ganga. He only can help us. Tarayishyati, to cross the Vahinim. Vahini is, one is the river Vahini or his Vahini. Vahini is his own entire army. The whole fleet also needs to be helped to cross this Ganga. So then he is responding, what, bhaiya, you think I'm sleeping? Jagarminaham swapimi.
जागर्मि नाहं स्वपिमि
Tamevaryam vichintayan.
तमेवार्यं
Vichintayan.
विचिन्तयन्
Ityevam abravit bhratra
इत्येवमब्रवीत् भ्रात्रा
Shatrughnopi prachoditah.
शत्रुघ्नोऽपि प्रचोदितः.
So he responded, Naham swapimi. I'm not sleeping. Jagarmi, I am awake. Why? tam aryam eva vichintayan. I am only constantly thinking about that Aryan, that noble Rama. Thinking of Rama, just with my eyes closed, I am meditating on him, thinking, where would he be? How did he sleep? How did he face all this? What is his strong willpower? Why does he make this difficult actions instead of just giving up? All of that thinking, chintayan, vichintayan, viseshena chintayan, vichintayan tam aryam eva vichintayan jagarmi naham swapimi इत्येवम् अब्रवीत् भ्रात्रा शत्रुघ्नः अपि प्रचोदितः motivated or inspired by his brother Bharata. Shatrughna responded this way, that he is also motivated. इति संवदतो रेवम्
इति संवदतो रेवम्
अन्योन्यं नरसिंहयोः
अन्योन्यं नरसिंहयोः
आगम्य प्राञ्जलिः काले
आगम्यः प्राञ्जलि काले
गुहो भरतमब्रवीत्.
गुहो भरतमब्रवीत् ब्रवीत्
इति संवदतः, thus conversing, samvadam kurvatah samvadatah, while they are conversing thus, anyonyam, to each other, among themselves, narasimhayoho, of those two narasimhas. Narasimha avataram, we think, right? But that means, see the continuum. When did Narasimha Avatara happen? When did Rama Avatara come? But the continuity of usage of those terms, Narashardula, Narasimha. I think we have used Narashardula so many times, we have seen. But Narasimha is probably used first time here. Anyonyam Narasimhayoho Samvadatoho Evam Kale, in the time of their conversation itself, before even Shatrughna got up to go call and bring Guha, Kale, in that time itself, Guhaha Pranjalihi, Guha came in a Namaskara pose, Agamya, having arrived there, Bharatam Abravit, he spoke to Bharata. Kachit Sukham Nadi Tire,
कच्चित् सुखं नदीतीरे
Avatsi Kakutsa Sharvarim,
अवात्सीः काकुत्स्थ शर्वरीं
Kachitte Sahasainyasya,
कच्चित्ते सह सैन्यस्य
Tavat Sarvam Anamayam.
तावत् सर्वमनामयम्.
So first thing, what do we ask when we have a guest at our home? Any guest comes and sleeps in our home, we give them, okay, this is your bedroom, guest bedroom, please sleep there. Morning we wake up before them and we wait. As soon as they open the door and come out, Suprabhatam ji, did you get good sleep? First question, isn't it? How natural question, and how long has this natural thought been without any change in the language? Same thing Guha is also asking. Kachit nadi tire avatsihi sharvarim sukham. Hope you had a good night. Sharvari is night. Sharvarim nadi tire sukham avatsihi. In this in the shores of Nadi, Ganga Nadi, that you have spent, avatsihi, that you have had to spend the night, Sharvarim, Kachit Sukham, hopefully it was not uncomfortable, or hopefully it was comfortable for you. Kachitte Sahasainyasya, along with your army, the whole army that has come here. Tavat Sarvam Anamayam, hopefully for all of them and for you, there was no Anamaya. Niramayam, we say, right? Sarve bhavantu sukinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, anamayaha, niramayaha. Hopefully there was no disease, means there was no uneasiness. That means hopefully there was no discomfort. for you and for your sainya, for your sahasainyasya, tavat sarvam anamayam, hopefully, right? Hope everybody had good sleep, good night on this shore of the Ganga Nadi with the nice breeze, cool breeze coming. Hope all of you have had good comfort. Guhasya vachanam shrutva
गुहस्य वचनं श्रुत्वा
tattu snehadudiritam
तत्तु स्नेहादुतिथिरम्
udiritam
उदीरितं
ramasyanuvasho vakyam
रामस्य अनुवासो वाक्यं
bharatopidam abravit.
भरतोऽपि इदं ब्रवीत्.
So Guhasya vachanam shrutva, by listening to this nice greetings, inquiry of Guha, tattu, that also, snehadudiritam, expressed, udiritam, uttered, snehat, uttered out of love, in a very beloved manner, the greeting and inquiry that Guha uttered. Ramasya anuvashaha bharataha, Rama, Bharata, who was under the influence of Rama, that means under the influence of thoughts of Rama, Ramasya anuvashaha, vashaha, under the grip, anuvashaha, under the grip of Rama's thoughts, Bharataha, api, he also, idam abravit, he also responded this to Guha. Sukhana Sharvari Rajan,
Sukana Sharvari Rajan,
Pujitaschapite Vayam,
Pujitas Vayam,
Gangam tu Naubhir Bakhvibhihi,
Gangam tu Naubhir
Bakhvibhihi,
Vahibhi,
Bakhvibhihi,
Vahvi, yeah, Vahvibihi,
Dasha Santarayantunaha,
Dasha Santaryantutnaha,
Santarayantu.
Santarayantunaha.
Very good. So he quickly said, yeah, Rajan, oh Raja, Sharvari Naha Sukha. The night has been very pleasant, very comfortable for us. Sukha, very happy for us. Pujitascha pite vayam. Are, that too with all the honors that you gave, all the comforts that you gave, obviously we had a very good night. No issues there. However, now the next thing, immediate quick thing is, Ganga tu naubhihi bahvibhihi. Bahu, bahvi. Bahvi is Strilinga, now is Strilinga. So, bahvibhihi naubhihi, with several ships. Gangam tu dashaha naha santarayantu. Please let your boatmen, fishermen, captains, with several ships and boats, please may they help us cross this Ganga, is the first instruction or request that Bharata made to Guha. Tato Guhas Santvaritam.
ततो गुहः सन्तत्वरितं
Shrutva Bharata Shasanam
श्रुत्वा भरतशासनं
Pratipravishya Nagaram Tam
प्रतिप्रविश्य नगरं तं
Jnatijjanam Abravit.
ज्ञातिजनमब्रवीत्.
So as soon as Bharata said, hey, right, we had a good night's sleep, but Guha, please arrange for all the boats and your captains so that this entire army of mine, all of us can cross this Ganga quickly to Bharadwaja Ashramam. So immediately after that, Tataha Guhaha, then Guhaha, Santvaritam Bharatanuशासनम Shrutva, by listening to the order as in request, but take it as order because Bharata is a king. Bharata Shasanam, the dictation of Bharata or the instruction of Bharata, by listening to it, that too Santvaritam, in a asking Guha to hurry up, hurried up Shasana, instruction, listening to it. Pratip Nagaram, Tam Nagaram Pratipravishya. He went back to his place, Sringiberapura Nagaram. And Jnati Janam Abravit. He called all his immediate staff, immediate relatives, and spoke this to them. Uttishtata Prabudhyadvam
उत्तिष्ठित प्रबुद्ध्यत्वं
Bhadramastu Chavah Sada
भद्रमस्तु च वः सदा
Nava Samanukarshadvam
नाव समनुकृष्यध्वं
Tarayishyama Vahini.
तारयिष्याम वाहिनीम्.
So Uttishtata, hey, rise. Prabudhyadvam, wake up. So see the order. We will think we wake up and then rise. But normally Uttishtata Jagrata, even Vedavakya told by Vivekananda also. Uttishtata then Jagrata. Similarly, Uttishtata Prabudhyadvam. Stand up and then wake up. Only first physically we should stand up, then mentally wake up. Uttishtata prabudhyadvam bhadramastu. May best happen to you all. Cha vaha, to you all. Sada. May best happen to you all always. Navaha samanukarshadvam. Bring, arrange all these navas, all your bows, all your boats. Please arrange all your ships. Each one of you has one or two multiple ships, right? Arrange, bring them all and set them on the river. Anyway, I have instructed you to be ready with those ships. So now get them ready. Samyak anukarshadvam. Tighten them properly. Tarayishyama vahinim. We shall move this whole army. We shall help this army cross the Ganga. Te tathokta samuthaya
ते तथा उक्ता समुत्थाय
Tvarita Raja Shasanat
त्वरिता राजशासनात्
Panchanavam Shatanyashu
पञ्चनावां शतान्यासु
Samaninyus Samantatah.
समानिन्युः समन्ततः.
So te tatha uktaha, thus instructed, ordered by Guha. Samuthaya, all of them have stood up, and Tvaritaha, in a hurry, Rajasasanat, by the orders of their Raja Guha. Panchanavam Shatani Ashuhu, those big boats, hundreds of them, Ashu Samaninyuhu, they all quickly brought them, arranged them, tied, etc., did all the checks. Just as before the flight goes, they all do the check, and hand the checklist to the pilot. So also they have all checked. Are the sails up? Are the boat oars in it? Are the staircases opened out? All such arrangements, right? So samyak samaninyuhu samantataha, all around. Anyas swastika vijneyah.
Anya swastika vijneyah. Vigneyaha.
Mahaghanta dharavaraha.
Mahaghanta dharavaraha.
Shobhamana patakabhihi.
Shobhamana patakarbhi.
Yuktavata susamhataha.
Yuktavataha susamhataha.
Tata swastika vijneyam.
Tatah swastika vigneyam.
Pandukambala samvrutam.
Pandukambala
samvrutam.
Pandukambala savrutam.
Kambali, we say, right? Kambala.
Yeah.
Pandu color. Pandukambala samvrutam.
Pandukambala samvrutam.
Sanandhi ghosham kalyanim.
Sanandhi ghosham kalyanim.
Guho navamupaharat.
Guho navamupaharat.
So anyaha. So some of them did panchanavam shatani, hundreds of or 500s of boats were arranged. Anyaha, some others, swastika vijneyaha. there is one special boat called Swastika Vigneya. It is identified as Swastika. Swastika Vigneya. Vigneya is known as or identified as, tagged as, labeled as Swastika. Mahaghanta Dhara Varaha. That big boat, that special boat called Swastika, which has Mahaghanta, which has a big bell on it. It holds that big bell. Varaha Shobhamanaha, best of the other helpers. Anyaha Varaha Shobhamanaha, Patakabhir Yuktavata, Patakabhihi, along with patakas. That boat has lot of small flags, several flags here and there. Patakabhihi Yuktavataha. Vataha is wind, but wind enabling cloths is called Yuktavataha. So those sails, Susamhataha, properly tightened. Tataha Swastika Vignyayam Pandukambala Samvrutam. This one has white, that sails, white colored sails, and Pandukambala of best velvet cloth. That means it's a rich boat. Pandukambala Samvrutam Sanandi Ghosham, with that velvet sail that is lifted up with the wind coming, it's making that that rapa rapa rapa, we say it in Telugu. That flapping sound. Sanandi Ghosham Kalyanim, very beautiful, auspicious looking ship. Guhaha Navam Upaharat. Guha checked that boat, and he took control of that boat. Tamaruroha Bharataha.
Tamaruroha Bharataha.
Shatrugnascha Mahabalaha.
Shatrugnascha Mahabalaha.
Kausalyacha Sumitracha.
Kausalyacha Sumitracha.
Yaschanya Rajayoshitaha.
Yaschanya Rajayoshitaha.
Yoshitaha.
Yoshitaha.
Purohitascha tat purvam.
Purohitascha tat purvam.
Guravo Brahmanascha ye.
Guruvo Brahmanascha ye.
Anantaram Rajadaraha.
Anantaram Rajadara.
Tathaiva Shakatapanaha.
Tataiva Shakatapanaha.
Avasamadhi apanaha. Okay. So all of these have aruroha. Tam, that Swastika Vigneyam, that boat, which is called as Swastika, that boat was boarded. Aruroha was boarded. Who all? Bharataha Shatrugnascha Mahabalaha. The strong Bharata and Shatrughna have onboarded it. Kausalyacha Sumitracha Yaschanya Rajayoshitaha. Kausalya, Sumitra, and whoever other Rajayoshitaha, princely woman, or royal woman, all other royal women also have boarded that boat. Purohitascha tatpurvam. However, before them, first that boat was boarded first by Purohitaha, by the Pandits there. Tatpurvam Guravaha Brahmanaschaye. All the Gurus and the Brahmanas, they have boarded that first, sprinkled whatever, did all the puja, etc. And then Bharata, Shatrughna, Kausalya, Sumitra, and other royal women have boarded it. Anantaram Rajadaraha, and other king's women. Dashratha had 300 other women, right? All of them. Rajadaraha, Tathaiva Shakatapanaha. Because we saw, right, when this whole army came, you have to bring food for them. And so many containers of food Apanaha shakataha. Shakataha are containers, moving containers, or carts. Carts containing containers of apanaha, supplies, materials. So all of them were boarded on this ship for these 300 women of Dasharatha and other royal women, and Kausalya, Sumitra, Bharata, Shatrughna. So many of them have boarded, and gurus, Brahmana and Purohita. So many have boarded. For all of them, you need food, right? While this is crossing, and for next several days before they reach Rama. So all of that food also, along with the food they have, or along with the supplies, which includes food, dresses, etc. Along with all of that, they have boarded the boat. Ava samadhipayatam tirtham. Ava samadhipayatam
Samadhipayatam
tirtham chapyavagahatam
Tirtham Chapyavagahatam
bhandani cha dadananam
Bhandani Chadadananam
ghoshastridivamasprishat.
Ghoshastridivamasprushata.
So now, while this was happening, so much of sound noise will be there, right? So many boarding. They hold the hand properly. Get up. Did you go there? You sit there. You sit there. All this talk, sound. Then meanwhile, these big containers boarded, probably pulled on some chains. So sound there. All this sound is happening. Meanwhile, all these tents, avasam adipayatam, literally was put on fire. But what it means is all the tents, etc., that were made up for their for this whole army, hundreds of tents, they are all being unpitched, or dispitched or whatever. So all that sound, kata 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 sound, and tirtham cha api avagahatam, the uh, the waters also, with the ships, all of them will be starting their motors, engines, or some boats with only roars. So they will be doing some flashing, cut, just to test all those sounds. Bhandanicha adadanam, all the vessels of food vessels, boxes of containers, etc., their sound, all these various sounds, ghoshaha tridivam asprishat, the sounds, they made so much sound that it went up to the Tridiva, the Swargaloka, to the third world. Also it went up. So much sound. Tridivam asprishat. Pata kinyastuta navaha.
तथा किन्यस्तु तथा नावः
Swayam dashairadhishtitaha.
स्वयं दासरैः अधिष्ठिताः
Swayam dashairadhishtitaha.
स्वयं दासरैः अधिष्ठिताः
Dashairadhishtitaha.
Okay, दाशैः, not दाश. Okay, दाशैरधिष्ठिताः
Vahantyo janamarudham.
वहन्त्यो जनमारूढं
Tada sampeturashugaha.
तथा सम्पेतु राशुगाः.
So patakinyaha tu taha navaha. Those boats, patakinyaha, with flags hoisted, patakinyastutaha navaha, swayam dashaihi adhishtitaha, boarded by the captains themselves, those boatmen themselves. Vahantyaha janam arudham, these boats with their captain onboarded, with bearing hundreds of these, thousands of these people on it, on top of them. Tada sampetuhu ashugaha. And then these captains have boarded these boats and have started immediately, instantly. Ashugaha, that those boats which can instantly start. They don't need big, what is it called, throttle to start. They will start right away. Ashugaha sampetuhu. नारीणामभिपूर्णास्तु
नारीणामभिपूर्णास्तु
काश्चिच्च वाजिनां
काश्चित् जवाजिनां
काश्चिदत्र वहन्ति स्म
काश्चिदत्र वहन्ति स्म
यानयुग्यं महाधनम्.
यानयुग्यं महाधनम्.
So some boats, so now there are hundreds of boats. So some boats, narina kaschit navaha narinam abhisampurnaha. Some boats are filled with women. Kaschit vajinam, some are filled with horses. Kaschidatra vahantisma, some of other boats they were bearing or holding Yana Yugyam Mahadhanam, lot of wealth boxes because they need currency also to buy and to help other things. So Mahadhanam, Yana Yugyam, with these big wealth boxes, treasury vaults, let's call them treasury vaults, holding several treasury vaults, which are mobile vaults. Yana Yugyam, ready for travel. Yana Yugyam Mahadhanam kaschit atra vahanti sma. Tasma gatva param tiram.
तास्म गत्वा परं तीरम्
Avaropya chatam janam.
अवरोप्य च तं जनं
Nivritta kanda chitrani.
निवृत्ता काण्डचित्राणि
Kriyante dashabandhuvihi.
क्रियन्ते दाशबन्धुभिः.
So it is 8:35. We'll take 10 more minutes and hopefully complete this sarga. There are another only 10 shlokas more. We'll complete it. Taha Tiram Taha avaropya tam janam param tiram gatva nivrittaha sma. By helping all these people board those boats and tam janam param tiram to the other shore gatva by going there dashabandhubihi kandachitrani kriyante sma. While they were carrying them in these boats, several other people also, all these dashas, not only captain, right? Other helpers also will board those boats. They will be on the edges of the boats, on the sides of the boat. So there, what they do, kandachitrani kriyante were made, crafted. Some water arts were made. Dashabandhubihi. I think we will see this in Kerala, in all these coastal cities, where boatsmen, they make sports. When they do those sports, and if you take an aerial view, it looks like such a beautiful art in lines, making so many shapes, hundreds of oars, down, up, down, up, down, up, right? With that, some on the water surface with continuous such strokes, and that too deliberate strokes, a beautiful artwork will appear on the water surface. Such artwork on water is called Kanda Chitrani. Amara, there are several, Kanda has several Paryaya Padaha. Kando Astri Danda Banar Vavargav Asura Varishu Ityamaraha. Kanda is used as Astri. That means it can be used in Pumlinga or Napunsakalinga. So Kandam here or Kandaha. It can be used for Danda, it can be used for Bana, it can be used for Avarga, Asura, Vari, water also. So Kanda Chitrani here, because these are boats going in boats, the Bhashyam is saying water arts, Kanda Chitram, water arts. Kanda chitrani kriyante sma. During that ride on the water, all these dasha bandhubihi, by all these dasha folks, or by groups of them, they were making all these arts with all these strokes, etc., on the water. Savai jayantastu gajaha.
सवैजयन्तास्तु गजाः
Gajaroha prachoditaha.
गजारूढ प्रचोदिताः
Tarantasma prakashante.
तरन्तस्म प्रकाशन्ते
Sadhvaja iva parvataha.
सद्ध्वजा इव पर्वताः.
So, Vaijayantaha. Another name for elephant is also Vaijayanti, because they are typically the winners. Vijayantaha, Vaijayantaha. Vaijayantaha, along with those Vaijayantaha, Gajaha, Gajaroha Prachoditaha. Also, they are controlled anyway with the mouth, with the
Mahut.
with the mouth who boards it. So Gajaroha Prachoditaha. Somebody else boards on top of the Gaja and controls it. So controlled by them. Tarantaha sma. Tarantaha, those elephants with their controllers sitting on the top and moving. Prakashante sma. It was glowing like, it was appearing like Sadhvaja iva parvataha. As if on each mountain you had a dhvaja, and several such mountains with dhvaja, and if they were all such mountains were moving, how would that appear? So did these boats with the elephants on top of them moving with the dhvaja appeared so. Navastvarurhuschanye.
Navastaruhuschanye.
Pluvaisterusthatha pare.
Pluvaisterustatha pare.
Anye kumbaghataisteruhu.
Anya kumbaghataisteruhu.
Anye teruscha bahubhihi.
Anye teruscha bahubhihi.
So many people had to go, right? So Navaha tu aruruhu cha. Most of the main people have anyway boarded those big ships. Anye pluvaihi teruhu tatha apare. Others have boarded pluvaihi, floats. Floats can be just, like we know, right? Several wooden
Rafts.
Huh?
Rafts.
What is it?
Raft.
Rafts.
Yes.
Correct. Rafts, floats, which can be simple ones, right? Others have just sat on them. And
Actually, I was
Anye,
thinking about the same thing, Pogaji. See, so different varieties of boats are described.
yes,
Raft, boat, flag, one with sails, without sails. See, look at the varieties of boats that are described in Ramayana.
yes,
And they're all of different words.
correct. I mean, that's a beauty, right? It is
Really,
so
see, it's
rich.
explaining those days the kind of boats that were there. I mean, you see. The different models, etc. I mean, that is that. One is for just ferrying people with rafts. One is
Correct.
for somebody to sit and go. It's things like that. Yeah.
Correct. So Navaha, Pluvaha. Pluva is floats, essentially floating rafts. Anye Kumbaghataihi. Kumbhaghataha is Kumbha means pot, but essentially we know those cup kind of a thing, right? What is it called? We say doni. Doni is that it'll be like a circular cup. You remember that?
Yes. But the most fishermen use it. Yeah.
We call it tappa.
Tappa. We call it doni in Telugu. So that is Kumbhagata, like a boat, like a pot, like a cup. Kumbhagataihi teruhu anye. Others crossed or took rides in these Kumbhakataha. Teruscha bahubihi, anye teruscha bahubihi. Those who didn't have even these and were left out. Are yar, oh, hey, we are starting. All of them started. There are some more guys who probably were finishing tea like me, and they came, oh boy, we missed the boat. Literal English word, we missed the boat. And so they, Anyecha teruhu bahubihi, they crossed, they swam with their hands, with their hands. That means they swam the whole Ganga out. So beautiful vision. I mean, only Bahubali Rajamouli can make that beautiful movie of it. Tavat Navastu Aruroha cha Anye Pluvaihi Teruhu Tathapare Anye Kumbhakataihi Teruhu Anye Teruscha Bahubihi Sa Punyadvajini Ganga
सा पुण्या ध्वजिनी गंगा
Dashaihi Santarita Swayam
दाशैः संतारिता स्वयं
Maitre Muhurte Prayayau
मैत्रे मुहूर्ते प्रययो
Prayaga Vanamuttamam.
प्रयागवनम् उत्तमम्.
So with this beautiful sight, as I said, right, this sight, an aerial view, by looking at it, Sa Ganga Dhvajini Punya, Sa Ganga Dhvajini Punya. That Ganga seemed like with so many flags on top of it. And it seemed so punya, so pleasant, so divine. It seemed divine with this whole army of boats, several types of ships, boats, rafts, cups, etc., all of them going. Wow, that scene, with that scene, Ganga seemed so blessed and divine. Dashaihi Santarita Swayam, driven by these boatmen themselves. Maitre Muhurte Prayayau. In Maitra Muhurtam, Maitre Muhurte means in about 2 Muhurtas. That means about 48 and 48, about 1.5, little about 2 hours, 96 minutes. Right, in 96 minutes, they have Prayayau, they have crossed it. Prayagavanam Uttamam. Whereas for Rama, it took so long because they went in small boat. Only 3 of us, like in a kayak, those 3 sat and went. But here, big boats, first steamers, ships went, and then next other boats went. So they quickly tried to cross it in about 2 hours. Prayayau, Prayagavanam, they reached the other Prayagas. Prayaga forest. Uttamam, the best Prayaga forest, they have reached there. Ashvasayitva cha
Ashvasayitva cha
chamum mahatma
chamum mahatma
niveshayitva cha
niveshayitva cha
yathopajosham
yathopajosham
drashtum bharadvajam
bharadvajam
ऋषिप्रवर्यं
ऋषिप्रवर्यं
ऋत्विग्रुतः
ऋत्विग्रुतः
संभरन्तः प्रतस्थे
संभरतः प्रतस्ते
संभरतः प्रतस्थे, correct. So Ashvasayitva cha chamum, so once they reached the other shore, Mahatma Bharataha Ashvasayitva chamum, chamu is the entire army, the fleet, by giving confidence to that fleet, saying, hey, we have reached, we have arrived finally, we have crossed, congratulations, you made it, kind of solacing, motivating statements. Ashvasayitva yatha upajosham niveshayitva cha, by entering that forest, then, I mean, by looking at them first, talking to them, and then walking and giving space for the entire army to come onto the land, and so giving sufficient space. That means he had to move probably so many kilometers deep inside before talking to them. Right? Niveshayitva cha yathopajosham drashtum bharadvajam rishipravaryam. Rishipravara. by drashtum, in order to see that best of the stalwart rishis. Ritvig vritaha, to go to a Shivo Bhutva Shivam Yajet, it says, right? In order to worship Shiva, Shivo Bhutva, you have to become Shiva. That means you have to do all that Mahanyasa, and you have to cleanse yourself, become so pure as Shiva, then only you can worship Shiva. And the opposite is Na Rudro Rudramarchayet, says the other Vakya. In order to Rudram, Arudraha na archayet. If you are not Rudra, you cannot worship Rudra. Right? So that means you have to become him. Similarly, to go meet such Rishippravaryam, Rishippravara, best of the Rishis, Bharadwaja, in order to see him, you also have to go with at least somewhat similar Ritviks. So Ritvig Bhihi Vritaha, along with surrounded by Ritviks, Bharataha Pratasthe. Bharata then set out to meet Bharadwaja toward his ashram. Sabrahmanyah, Sabrahmanasya
Sabrahmanasyaha
ashramam abhyupetya
ashramam abhyupetya
Mahatmano Deva Purohitasya
Mahatmano Deva Purohitasya
Dadarsha Ramyota Javriksha Shandam
Darsharamyo Taja Rukshandam
Mahadvanam Vipravarasya Ramyam.
Mahadvanam Vipravarasya Ramyam.
Finally, they got the site of that Ramyam Vipravarasya Mahadvanam, that beautiful, pleasant residence, forest residence of Bharadwaja Rishi. They got the site of, which is Ramya Utaja Vriksha Shandam, with beautiful Ramyam, pleasant, or what do you call, beautiful Utajas are trees, Vriksha, huge trees, Shandam, filled with them, Mahatmanaha, of the great souls, first of his soul, Mahatmanaha, Deva Purohitasya, who is Purohita for Devas. Meaning, of course, Deva Purohita is Vasishtha, but here Bharadwaja is also equivalently qualified as Deva Purohitasya, Sabrahmanasya, filled with several Brahmanas there. It means all educated scholars there, research scholars there. Ashramam Abhyupetya, having reached there, they got the site of this beautiful ashrama there. Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane Valmiki Adhikavye Ayodhya Kande Ekonanavatitamah Sargah.
एकोननवतमः सर्गः
Did anyone say the Shanta mantra? Who can say? Who can say?
ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः
Namaste, Bogaji.